Big fella, you not graduating today. Take your book bag and head back to class.
Now listen, I ain't coming for it. I came to graduate. I'm done.
Give me this diploma before I put you in the car. It's a biology book in that book bag. I need you to read all 1,200 pages.
To graduate, I have to wait.
Go back to the classroom. I need you to do a 96,000-page paper on how far the moon is down from y'all. Then we need you to do a science project. We need you to set yourself on fire, burn yourself alive, and tell us how long it took you to burn. You bitches do it.
I need my diploma.
Big fella, throw your diploma. We need you to add pneumonia and write a 10-day essay on how I feel to be sick.
Graduate.
And you failed on your math classes, big fella. We need you to do 20 more years of C algebra, geometry, trigonometry, and calculus. We need you to do 12 more years of high school with your sister, stupid ass.
Welcome to All 32. This is
Boy, ball back again.
Hey, come on.
Hey, look though. I hope y'all hear that. Those my friends, bro. They ain't shit. They ain't never gonna be shit to me, bro. I thought we was when your mans ain't your mans, bro.
Hey, bro.
Look, with that being said, welcome back to All 32. This your boy Jamual. As you can hear that intro, that was not. Thankfully, this weekend that was not me. Shout out to the man, the funny man, Ha Davis, on Instagram. I got Montel, obviously Ryan, and I got Nick and Thomas with us again for another show. So, anything eventful happened for this weekend?
Shout out my boy Molly, graduate.
Graduate.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Y'all, Lord knows I done worked hard for the shit.
We know.
Yeah. Oh, really, Thomas? Hey, he the only one that. He the only one that.
I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, I ain't pee.
Nah, we. Oh, so somebody heard it. All right, man. It's a reason why his nickname is Boo. So. All right, so hey, look, last week, bro, we had some, and it's not even NFL related, but we all had to talk about it. I think it's just business. Steve and his guys talked about the shoe itself, but we're gonna talk about the big baller, Lavar Ball, over last week. Okay, who was that clapping? I didn't see the camera.
That's me.
Oh, that's Nicholas Sneed.
Big baller brain.
Yeah, big baller brand. So, last week, you know, he got into some trouble over social media. Get him on any show, he's gonna get you some headlines, and that's exactly what he did when he went on this one person show. I refuse to say his name because this man is a bona fide hater, bro. He cannot stand John Wall. He hates on a lot of people, bro, and he constantly moves the goalposts when he tries to, bring about his disdain about John Wall and, his type of character and all this type of stuff. Anyway, he was on the show. He had an issue with a lady, and a lot of people gave him flack and actually believed that, he was a what's the word they used? Well, he didn't. They say he didn't respect women, and he was calling out fat people, essentially. Anyway, whoever want to tackle this topic first, go ahead and knock it out. But I just want to know where y'all stand with it, because honestly, I really didn't see I didn't see a problem with what he did. But if anybody want to tackle it first, bro, y'all go ahead and knock it out. Let me know what y'all thinking.
I'll be the first to speak about it then, since I thought somebody else was gonna step up. But everybody know that's in the show today that I was not a LaVar Ball fan until that moment. Reason being, one, as I watched the show, he really didn't say anything wrong. And the young lady, Christina Levy.
Christine Leahy, or something like that, whatever her name is.
I kind of lost. I was about to say, I don't know who she is. I kind of lost respect for her for trying to twist his words and trying to twist everything that he said. And for everybody that has a problem with what LaVar Ball said, you got to go back and dig deeper and look what she said about him beforehand. The reason he kept saying, "Oh, I'm scared of you," is because she said that his sons were scared of him. And people are confusing respect with fear, because his sons do respect him. Now, like I said, he says outrageous things all the time. I don't agree with everything that he says. I don't think he can beat Jordan, but then again, he's trying to build his brand, and that's why he says outrageous things. A lot of people never heard of any marketing is good marketing, and I think that's what he's doing. He's marketing his brand, but to call him a bad father, to say his kids are afraid of him, I think that was wrong on her part, and then try to act stupid and act like she didn't say those things weeks before.
Playing the victim card, bro.
Yeah, and just trying to play the victim card.
Like she didn't do anything.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So for everybody who's saying that, oh, he's disrespectful to women, no, he was disrespectful to her, rightfully so. So I kind of was on his side that day. Like I said, I don't agree with everything he says, but he gained my respect that day.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go after Montel, but I'm just the same as Montel as far as from the standpoint that I'm not really a big LeVar Ball fan either prior to this whole interview that came out this past week. As everybody else knows, he's very unapologetic about what he has to say and really doesn't care about anything that anybody thinks about how he raises his sons and what he does with his sons and the brand that he's trying to push. But as far as the comments that the lady reporter that she made, like, she was completely out of line as far as trying to say that his sons were scared of him and basically trying to come by the way he parents his own kids. And it came off as very, very, slightly, I don't want to use the word, racist or nothing like that. But I mean, like, you could twist it, the way you look at it and how it went. She went on the other end of trying to make it seem like it was sexist, and she, like, basically tried to say he threatened her. Like, if you go back and listen to the interview, like, it's crazy that she can come up with the accusations that she came up with. And I think that she, honestly needs to apologize to him. I mean, like Montel said, he was slightly disrespectful to her, but rightfully so because of the things that she said about him on the show. But I agree with Montel, like, she was definitely out of line.
Yeah, but I mean, I think for me, and it's just like when you bring that type of energy to, like, when you, especially, and first and foremost, he said that she was a great reporter, just not good at reporting on him, and that's
Right.
and that's a fair comment. Like, he started off the issues that he had with her. He started off saying that, but the thing is, like, when you bring that type of energy, to on a show that that you're speaking on somebody that's not even around you, and then all of a sudden, when he appears on the show that you co-host, and you want to talk to him and interview him as a journalist, as if you didn't say anything about him, he's going to bring that same energy you had when you talked about him
That's crazy.
right back to you. And first, it's not even about the things that he said about his kids. I mean, that she said about his kids. She also said she would never buy a shoe like him, a shoe for Big Baller, because they don't market women.
And then try to say she didn't say that.
And
Right.
then,
Exactly, right.
So the thing is, like, when you say something like that, bruh, and your issue is they don't market women. Well, first and foremost, there are brands out there that's not even it's not just shoes, but it's also for clothing, jewelry. There's hairstyles that's really just for women, and there's things that's really just for men. Like, in any facet of life, bro.
And quick question before everybody else speak on it. What was the last basketball shoe that you seen made for women?
Exactly.
So like you market, you have a certain market. You have a certain market that you're going after, and the way he dismissed it, it's fair. I take it back. It's not fair. I take that back. But for her to just jump to conclusions, because he says it so blatantly, and he says it bluntly, that he's not marketing women. He said that on the show. Why does she have an issue with that? She wants to start a problem with this guy, and she's poking the bear, waiting for a reaction, and that's exactly what she got. And now she's playing the card as if she was the victim, and I just really don't respect that. So I have my issues with LeVar, bro, but like, this just certain instinct. I really don't like how they paint the picture on the person, in which they provoke to the highest extent, bro, and try to act like they ain't say nothing prior. Like, come on, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go next. Big Baller brand, get it? They want to come up. I felt like Christine. I've never been a fan of her to begin with because her points don't make any sense. But I feel like she tried to play victim, and y'all know how I feel about certain things. And that one really rubbed me wrong. Because when I first actually listened to the clip, it actually said LeVar Ball attacked Christine Leahy, and
Right.
I listened to the whole thing, and I was looking for where he attacked her at, and I felt like the media also turned this
They tried
way
to
too
paint the picture, bro.
yeah. So I felt like he handled it the best way possible. Um, and also Christine Leahy did her research. Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas all started off just doing male clothing and male athletic wear. So I mean, I felt like once he gets good at doing that, I feel like then he can go off and branch off to women. But why expand your horizons? You just started for real. Do what you know, and then once you get your feet wet, that's when you can open up your horizons and start doing women clothes. But for now, I feel like just doing men's is fine. If a woman want to wear it, she just get a small shirt. I see nothing wrong with anything that he does. Um, Also because his son is coming to the Lakers. Get your tickets, baby. The Lake Show coming back. Showtime Lakers, Magic. About to have that boy doing numbers. But that's all I gotta say. I don't agree with her. Um, I support LeVar Ball 3,000% in this whole predicament, and that's it for him. She can see me in the street.
Well, Nick, I don't think you meant that. But
No, I didn't. I don't want to threaten.
yeah, I'm about to say you
I
don't
was
want
about
to
to
threaten
say,
her, bro.
don't be disrespectful to women, Nick.
I think one of the most important things, bro, for anybody that's that's an African American or person of color, like once and people I don't even think she realized what she did, but when you say that a person like LeVar Ball, a black man, is threatening you, when it's clear like the intent and the context of what he's talking about, like he was never threatening you. He was telling you like the type of energy that you bring, you better expect that same thing. Like when the person that you're talking about, has a chance to say something to you. He's basically saying, you got what you got coming to you. So I don't understand like how you can clearly and deliberately misconstrue what he's trying to tell you and to turn it into a threat. But you don't do that to anybody and everybody, and especially specifically people of color, bro. And that's just the one thing that bothered me first and foremost, because now you done got that man out there and you got so many people outraged at how he treated her. Um, but I don't think they don't want to know what the context behind it, and that's the thing that really messes up LeVar Ball, man, and his image. So that's the biggest thing I had from that situation.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up real quick. I mean, we all make pretty much the same point that, the media paints, LeVar Ball to be this controversial figure. And, like Montel said, any marketing is good marketing. People like controversy. That's what helped him, sell as many shoes as he has so far. The only thing that, I don't really like about that is if he's trying to grow this brand, and I don't know anything about marketing really. I didn't go to school for that, but you're trying to build this brand and you want as many supporters as possible, and all this controversy, I mean, it's going to help them get that initial people understand what the big baller brand is, all that. I mentioned to Jamal the other day, I was like, I don't even know what Kyrie Irving shoes even look like. I mean, he's a superstar, and I don't even know what his shoes look like, but I know what the BBBs look like. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I say that to say, as him going forward, I mean, this stuff is going to continue to sell. The only thing is, people are just going to paint him any way they want to, instead of just being that. I would like, who would I put on a pedestal? Like someone like if Peyton Manning came out with something like like he's just that face of the having that good reputation, but he's just not going to have that. But hey, I mean, social media is they're undefeated, so they're going to keep making sure that his brand stays out there as long as he keeps being controversial. Him doing that interview, I mean, it just pretty much marketed him even more. I mean, people think what they want about him. People are going to always think what they want, whether he's a good father or whatever.
Yeah.
We're not the only people that see that he's trying to market his brand and all that, and the way he goes about things. I mean, he's just being controversial. There are plenty of people like that like to argue about sports like that and talk about themselves. So I mean, I don't really see him having a big controversial issue as far as how he came back at that reporter. But hey, I mean, we don't make the news.
Yeah, I mean, it. At the end of the day, truthfully, it all depends on what his kid do, bruh. Wherever he go. So
He
LA,
if
just building that hype.
I mean, like if he go to LA, like Nick hoping for,
LA.
then he better average a double his first season, 20 and 10.
Just one quick point I would like to say about LeVar Ball. I mean, even though I really am not a big fan of it, but one thing that I can't appreciate about him is that he's always going to be 100% himself and is like not apologetic about it. I mean, that's just, you can either respect it or you can hate it. But I feel like me as a person who strives to be myself at all times, no matter what situation, I find that to be respectable that he's going to, be himself regardless of what you say, what you think, and I'm not going to change who I am. But, with that comes some policing that you have to do for yourself and things like that. But that's one thing I will say I appreciate about.
All right, right, dog. I appreciate that, man. So we're gonna go.
Cuz, you can't, bro.
But look, we're gonna go ahead and go to this football, man. So we was thinking, we're gonna keep playing this early game till we go ahead and get to some real football to the training camp start, and so we're gonna go ahead and think about these. We thought about these sleeper teams that we had that could possibly, make some noise in the NFL this season, and it's worth discussing right now. So I guess Montel, he's been clamoring at this subject. He first off, he plays with this team on Madden 24/7. So I wasn't surprised when he told us what surprise team he was or bounce back team he was thinking of. So we're gonna go ahead and let you go first, Montel, and y'all can follow up after him. So Montel, who your bounce back team or sleeper team?
Well, I got a couple actually, but of course I gotta shout out my Arizona Cardinals. They just got too much talent to be as bad as they were last year. I don't think Carson Palmer is that bad. He's a quarterback who has proven that he can play in his league. That defense was stout last year. It's going to be stout again this year. They got receivers out the wazoo, man, and they just didn't show last year. Part of that may have been because of Carson. They had David Johnson, who had a breakout year. So they just they have a balanced team, but it really comes down to Carson Palmer and that offense getting it together. But my sleeper team was actually the San Diego Chargers. I like what they're doing, and like no one sees them really making the playoffs because of the division too. You got the Broncos, the Chiefs, and Oakland. I think the Chargers, if they can stay healthy, can actually make some noise. I like Everett. I like Casey Hayward, who's coming off a hell of a year. And then you got Joey Bosa, who had 11 sacks and he missed what 5 games, something like that.
He missed the first three, something like that.
Right, and that's crazy. And he had 11 sacks. So young guys, young defense. Melvin Ingram still there. I think that offensive line got to get it together a little bit, and I think they can actually put it together if everybody just stays healthy.
Montel, you a bastard, bro. You took one of my teams, but Nick, go ahead, bro. Let me see what you talking about, man.
What's up, y'all? You already know who I'm going with. I'm gonna do my LeVar Ball thing. I'm gonna speak it into existence. Jacksonville Jaguars will be good this year. Blake Bortles will get it together, hopefully. I take that back. He gonna get it together, and they finna turn up. They got 2 running backs. I feel like Fournette will take the starting job from Ivory, but
most definitely.
But they should be in the running to get in the playoffs.
Nah, you gotta be more confident in that, bro.
You're right, man. They gonna be in the wild card.
Matter of fact, you got a chance. We gonna do the record, the Vegas odds for the records in a couple minutes. So we gonna see how confident you really are with them Jaguars, man.
All right, cool.
So you got the Jaguars. We got you on record for that. Typical. I think this is like your second or third year picking the Jaguars
right, he
too.
picks
By
them
the way,
every year.
Well, look, man.
One of these days you got hit, bro.
Whoever is getting these signings, they doing a good job. They be getting players every year. I feel like all last year is Blake Bortles' fault though. It was you just can't blame football on one person, but last year he was terrible. I'm like they'll get a pick and he'll give it right back the very next play. So I'm like, what you doing, bro? He'll fumble the ball. Like he'll just do something stupid.
Bro, he threw an interception off a dude's foot, bro. I'll never forget that.
Come on, man. You know you're doing something like that. We can't win like that. But they my only sleeper team. I feel like a lot of teams in the NFL are good this year. You all gonna be okay, or you gonna be some trash. It's like 3 trash teams out there.
Who are they? San Francisco, Cleveland, and who else?
Chicago.
All right.
Oh, okay. 4. Actually, I take that back. It's a couple.
St. Louis. St. Louis
So-
will not be good.
Well, actually, they're called the LA Rams, sir.
St. Louis.
That's still St. Louis to me.
Oilers.
The Oilers. And the Jets gonna be some trash too. But I feel like I don't see them as a sleeper team, but the Bucks could win their division.
All right, cool. You
How
taking
many
all?
teams
You
you
taking all
named?
this? I'm about to say you gonna take all the
know, man.
teams, man. We moving on.
Goodness.
All right.
I just said the Bucks and the Jags are my
Hey, when
two
your
sleepers.
mixtape come out, B.
January 29th.
All right, cool. Well, that's a year from now. You need to stop talking.
That's the longest mixtape I've ever seen in my life.
All right, Ryan, you up next, man. Who you thinking about?
The 2 teams that I got for sleepers, I mean, I don't know if you can really consider them sleepers because they had decent records last year,
Well,
but
bounce backs now.
well, yeah, I mean,
Titans.
first team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they're definitely going to make the playoffs. I think I got them actually winning their division over Atlanta. I think they're going to be that good offensively. With picking up O.J. Howard, is going to add another big target for him, along with going with Mike Evans and himself. And then you got they added speed on the outside with Deshaun Jackson, offensive coordinator, expecting big things out of him. Basically, already telling him he better work for his money that they're paying him. And second team, I got the Tennessee Titans coming out,
Whoa.
making the playoffs this year as well. I think, of course, it's been well noted to go back through all our podcasts that I'm very high on my boys. And I think we're going to do whatever we got to do to get this done this year. We picked up Jonathan Cyprien, Logan Ryan, Sylvester Williams, drafted Corey Davis, Dory
But y'all still got Brian Arakpo.
Brian Arakpo coming off a Pro Bowl season, top 100.
Top 100.
You know how those things go. So, yeah, man, those are my 2 teams, man.
I just don't get it, y'all. Like, how can a team win with Brian Arakpo on the roster?
Oh, God.
I don't understand it. Thomas, you're up. Thomas.
Okay, just going to cut me off. Go ahead, Tom.
Finally. I'm surprised no one mentioned this so far. I mean, it's pretty obvious who I'm going to pick, which is a pretty much a respectable pick considering, the offseason that they had. And I will go with the Philadelphia Eagles. Woo, fly, Eagles fly. So, I'll give you my reasoning. Man, we made some big offseason moves. Man, we addressed the receiver position, which was lacking for a few years now, actually. I mean, it's not even just last year. I think whenever we let go Jeremy Maclin, that was the end of an era where we had, at least, top 15 receivers. Also, we added to the D-line. I mentioned in the last podcast, we drafted Derek Barnett. We added Timmy Jernigan in free agency. And most recently, we added the biggest piece of all, LeGarrette Blount. Man, we have not had that power of running back in I don't know how many years. I mean, we just, we always rely on the speed, catching out the backfield. I don't really count Ryan Matthews as, he was just more so of a disappointment, just injuries and all that. But we added speed through the draft, and we just needed that, that person that can, take over the game late in the fourth quarter. We didn't really do too well on those 3rd and 2s, 4th and 2s. So, I'm definitely glad that we added, LeGarrette Blount. I mean, he's definitely a respectable, running back. I don't think anybody can disagree with that.
You think that's our biggest piece of the offseason?
As far as, let me not say biggest piece. I feel like it kind of wrapped the whole offseason.
We let you get away with that Hall of Fame comment last show.
Because hold
on, backtrack.
Wanted to check me.
You say he's going to Hall of Fame?
He said Carson Wentz's Hall of Fame potential, bro.
Hey, teasing.
Wentz with an eye.
That's fair. It's all speculation. It's all speculation, though. I mean, he's only had 1 year. He hasn't even had a breakout year yet. But I was just saying, as far as if history repeats itself, the last time we drafted someone that high, I mean, he had pretty much a great career. Better than Tony
Gotta be
Romo.
good to have a breakout year, Thomas.
Well, I guess RG3 is going to the Hall of Fame, too.
Gotta be.
Hell no.
Hey,
You
got
can
that
make an
right.
argument that Mariota could. I mean that's
Oh,
arguable.
that boy great. So
don't try to butter Ryan
You
up.
know what? We moving on now because you didn't got out of control with this. We ain't doing
But
that.
all right, so I'll wrap it up. I was saying that to say that considering all the offseason moves and all the pieces that we needed to fill, because we had several holes on on the whole entire side of the ball, both sides of the ball, which I still think cornerback might be a little bit of an issue. But adding that running back piece definitely put things into perspective on the way that we're. The Eagles that are moving, this season, I definitely feel like will be a top half offense.
All right, so with me, since a few of my teams got taken, I'll try and step out the box. But it's kind of like a conventional pick. I'm gonna just go with the Ravens, because last year and I think the year before, I think they missed the playoff 2 straight years if I'm not mistaken. But it's just been some down years for them, and I feel like last year was actually it wasn't necessarily a horrible season. Yeah, it was 2 years in a row because the year before I think Flacco he tore his ACL or something like that. So and last year they just couldn't get it done. But they didn't have a run game last year. Their offensive line they were okay, but they just couldn't get anything going in the ground game. But their defense obviously was solid. I don't think they're really losing. They didn't lose many pieces, and they retooled their defense. In the front seven they got speed, and in the secondary they added Humphreys. I know how some of y'all feel about them Bama cornerbacks, but he's one of the top corners coming out of this draft, so I'll just chalk it up as a plus, obviously. But so they just got better defensively. They added who was the guy that they added? I think they added a receiver if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm drawing a blank on the receiver. I might be thinking of another team. I'm not sure, but I know they just their offense has gotten better. And I don't know. It just seems like
which team is his mom?
I'm talking about the Ravens. I'm thinking of the receiver. I know they added a receiver, but I just can't think of their name.
Obviously, he ain't that good if you can't remember his name.
Well, I'm going off the fly because I had 2 teams jotted down, but I'm not about to use the same team as y'all name. I had the Chargers and I had who was the other team? I had the Chargers and I had the Bucks.
And the
So
Eagles.
in the who? Exactly. So yeah. So yeah, I'm drawing a blank on the guys that they got on offense right now, but it just seems like last year was a down year, but it's definitely, I think they'll definitely be competing for first in their division with the Steelers. So I think they'll get back on top. Maybe a 9-win season, maybe a 10-win season, get some a wild card berth, and we know how Flacco does in the playoffs. So that's something I think that's it'll work out well for Baltimore.
I actually like that Ravens pick, and here's why. One, that's somebody that I wasn't even thinking about. But the Ravens, they seem like they're always in the mix, like always. It don't matter who they have offense. They don't have big names typically. Their defense is always stout, and the offense just finds a way. They're always in the mix, so I never count them out.
Yeah. Bad pick, ball.
You said what? What'd you say, Nick?
It's a bad pick.
You know what? That's why nobody likes you, man.
That's cool.
I was looking at their draft picks, but they didn't draft a wide receiver, so I don't know what team I was thinking of.
Yeah, I was looking. I just pulled up their depth chart. I just see Steve Smith.
Probably thinking about.
Are you looking at the 2016? Because Steve Smith retired.
I know.
I think they still got Mike Wallace, I believe.
Yeah, and Brashad Perryman, he's still there, and Kamar Aiken.
Kamar Aiken not even there either. I think he went to the Colts.
Oh,
great.
Yeah, that is
What are you
true.
looking at the 2016 roster?
Hold on, let me fact check.
But anyway, we'll leave it at that, man.
Chris
but I
Matthews?
definitely.
Who?
Yeah, I don't
Chris
know who
Matthews?
Chris Matthews is. Bro.
Chris Moore, one of them.
We're
All right, go
moving
ahead.
on. I'm about to say we moving on, man.
Ryan Reed.
Yeah, we definitely moving on.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
So, it's like not. I thought Ryan Reed played quarterback, bro. What's up? He switched positions.
He multi-talented.
Athlete, baby.
What Mariota
Come on, baby.
Mariota
88.
took his job, so he had to go to the Ravens or something.
Hey,
Oh.
man. That boy great. He do a lot of things.
Hey, well, you know what? I take his word for it. You know, I seen him out there playing quarterback. I seen him play point guard for a little bit.
You know.
So yeah, man, I take your word for it, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Check that boy out, man.
All right, okay. So Look, I told Nick we're gonna see how confident he is in these Jaguars of his. So we're gonna pull up these Vegas odds, man. For some reason, I felt it was interesting because even though we did feel like what's our best and worst for our favorite teams, Vegas came out with odds in terms of records and how they felt they were going to set the over and under at. So I'll do the top six right quick, just a brief top six in the NFC and AFC. So we'll see what they think the seeds will be. So the highest seeds in the NFC I'll start with was the Seahawks. The Seahawks were set at 10.5 wins. The Packers were set at 10.5 as well. The Falcons, they were set at 9.5. The Cowboys were at 9.5. The Panthers were at 9. And the Giants and Vikings both were at 8.5. So those were the top 6 seeds in the NFC. And first and foremost, I'll get this started now. The issue I have right now, I think they're giving the Cowboys way too much respect.
Too much.
9.5 wins. I'm definitely taking the under on that. I see them getting about 9 or 8 wins. 9.5. I think they really overestimate how much that offense is gonna, how much that offense is that offensive line is gonna do for them this year. Like, I think it's gonna be a problem, and they'll show. And I don't think they're gonna be able to carry the defense this year. I just don't. I'm sorry. But anyway, sticking in the NFC, do you guys got any issues with the wins, or what are y'all taking as far as the over and under for some of those teams listed?
I thought the Vikings were too high. First off,
the Vikings were at 8.5. Yeah, that too. Matter of fact, you're definitely right. I don't see how a team set at 8, maybe because of their defense. But I don't see how they're setting 8.5 with Sam Bradford as their quarterback.
Agreed, and that's coming from a true Philly fan.
True.
Even though you had Bradford for a year, bro, you only had him for a year.
Hey,
he played fairly well.
Man, I ain't.
He was alright.
Fairly well
Yeah,
in the
he was
playoffs.
alright,
Nah,
Dink and dunk. I feel like the cost is too high.
Oh yeah, I forgot to send y'all the pick. I mean, we go to the AFC. It's overall thoughts, man. What you think? You said the cost is
too high. 8.5. I will take that under every day. Until they get better.
Might bounce back. I don't know.
Bounce back. You know how many O-linemen they got in the draft?
Bro, it's not too. Yeah, you right, but still, it's not too bad as you think, son.
Hey, look, bro.
They definitely got that defense back.
He going off Madden ratings.
Hey, Luck ain't played a full season since when?
2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was. He definitely missed time the last 2 years. So.
Oh, he did. Hasselback came in and played. Wow.
He did.
Yeah, he got to win over the Titans.
2 of them.
He got the ball and he didn't
score.
score.
And Nick, get your facts straight. It wasn't 2 of them.
Oh, my bad. He got one and the backup got one.
No, incorrect, my man. If you don't know your stuff, please don't talk on the podcast.
So who beat the Titans this year?
Luck.
Both times?
No. First of all, Luck played the whole. Didn't Luck play the whole year last year? What are you talking about?
No, he did not, bro.
He played us twice.
Luck got hurt again.
Luck played us twice. I don't know what you want to call it. Luck played us twice last year.
Well, I guess y'all ain't have enough luck yesterday. But I feel like the cost is too high. They're not gonna be that good.
He's not about to get away with coming in the chat with false information. Coming in and dropping.
I know y'all lost to him twice. That's all that matters. It don't matter who beat y'all. Y'all lost.
Just make sure you get it together. Go ahead.
All right.
So while we thinking about these, man, the top 6 in the eight. First off, look at where they got the Pacers set at 12.5 wins, bro.
Wow.
I believe it.
That's not.
That.
That's not even a shocker. But
So you can't even choose under on that.
Right. I honestly think the Falcons too high. I don't see the Falcons having that type of year again. And a lot of teams come from Super Bowl L's and they don't look the same for some odd reason.
Bruh.
I really can see the Falcons faltering this year. I really can. I would not be surprised.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think they. It depends on their first quarter, the first quarter of their season, their first 4 games, bro. How I'm gonna judge them this year. But truth be told, right now, I don't think they're shook after that loss. I don't see them being shook after that loss, because I can't say I don't think they are right now, but I don't see them being shook after that loss, bro. I think they can get back with their weapons is still intact for a guaranteed year. So I really just don't see it unless Sarkisian, whatever the hell his name is, bro. Unless he's not as creative as that boy Kyle, bro. But
He not, bro.
you know.
He's not. I can tell you that
He
much.
not.
Oh, you know. Well, yeah, you can, Montel, because you were one of them new breed Bama fans.
Maul, how many like if you look at the way Bama play, they not about to do that. Run that
But see,
same
you
type
gotta
of
think,
offense in
though.
Atlanta, bro.
But
That's
you
not
got, I'm
about
about to
to
say, you got to think though. They ain't got no. First off, that quarterback, bro, they weren't really. Is not. Come on, son. Like the quarterback was not ready to throw the ball 20, 25 times a game at Bama.
I honestly don't even think that matters. I think Kyle Shanahan is genius, and
I'm
you
about to
can't really
say,
match
bro.
that. You can't. Yeah, I don't care who you getting to replace him. It's gonna be hard to get that type of play caller and that type of creativity offensively. Like he'll make plays where Julio Jones is wide open, and Julio Jones is always double. I was watching Red Zone yesterday. Julio dropped a couple passes against Philly
Seattle
towards the end of the game against Philly.
Too.
He's just dropping, but he's wide open, like in the middle of coverage. I'm like, Julio.
You're talking about Philly secondary, though.
Bucket naked,
But
bro.
I mean, period. All season, he had 100 and some big wild number of receptions. I don't know off the top of my head, but at the end of
It's
the
a
day,
lot.
Julio Jones used to be wide open in that offense. Like that should not happen, but he creates ways to get his playmakers open. It's hard to do that.
I mean, I agree. I just feel like maybe Shark can take a couple pages out of Kyle's book. You never know, bro, because it's a copycat league, bro. Everybody knows that at this point. But when it comes to him, he maybe take a couple pages out of his book when it comes to the team that he got. I mean, he basically dealing with the same roster. It really is. So we'll see. But I understand you. I understand it. It's like Kyle is a great coordinator, but I don't know, man. We'll see. It's definitely gonna be different from college to the pros anyway, too.
Yeah,
So
of course. Just remember, Kyle's the same guy that made RG3 who he was, that rookie.
bruh,
Exactly.
he really did. He really did. RG ain't been the same since.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Fool thought he could be a pocket.
I want to be Aaron Rodgers.
I want to be Aaron Rodgers, bro. He done walked into Mike Shanahan office, told him, look, man, this read option shit, it ain't working out. I don't know what you got planned for me, but I'm trying to be Aaron Rodgers today. It's starting today.
He a fool,
Man, he ain't done nothing since, man. Oh my goodness, bro.
Hey, I got a problem with Montel, man. Just know I said the same exact thing last show, and he thought I was tripping, bro.
What was
What are you
that?
talking
Hold on,
about?
what you talking about?
About the Falcons, bro. I said the Falcons not gonna have the same type of year as they had.
I'm not saying they're not going to. I said I wouldn't be surprised if they fell off because they don't have Shanahan. I didn't disagree with you when you said it.
Yeah.
So you think they get under 9.5?
Yeah, most definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's the most definite. I just wouldn't be surprised.
I got him as a 10 win.
Yeah, I about to say I see him as a 10 win, honestly. 10. I think. What's crazy? That division's gonna be wild.
Wild as God.
It is. The Saints are good.
Everybody in the division good.
I don't know, man. I can't trust it. I feel like their defense is the same as ours. You can't really trust it until you see it on the field. Because they made some moves defensively, but
They
First
also
off, the
made
Saints-
some plays defensively last year. They weren't as bad as like previous years.
Montel, what the hell are you talking about?
They weren't.
What the hell are you talking about?
The Saints, they weren't as bad defensively as they were in previous years.
No, I think they had a game changer in Nick Fairley. Nick Fairley was a dog for them boys last year. I don't know who they had in the secondary, honestly. But
Kenny Vaccaro.
first off, do not just be. Come on, fellas, we are past naming names.
I mean, I don't think that the Saints secondary is any good. I'm just saying they were better last year defensively than they were.
He's
in
basically
previous years.
just saying
They
they're
improved.
They're not historically bad like they were.
Right.
They
Yeah,
just
they
bad.
had Rob Ryan. Just know he the worst defensive coach in the world, bro.
Well, that's why he ain't got no job right now.
Exactly. And he came to Dallas, wasted our time.
Hey, so look, this is what I meant to talk to you about, Nick. Jags is setting at 6.5.
I see that.
So how you got the?
You see what?
Is it
I
over
said
or
I
under?
see it. I will bet the over.
Okay, all right. Hey, look, you know what? Hey, we the top betters, B.
I know.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
And you might see me up there. Might drop a little 50 piece on them. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real?
Yeah.
Hey, you just put it on record, B. A 50 piece.
I said I might drop a little 50 piece. She bring it back.
So basically saying when you say you might, that means if you do it at all, which means it's more of a 90 to 10% chance that you won't do it to you doing it.
It's a 78% chance I'm gonna drop that 50 piece on.
That's a random number.
It really is.
That's
78%.
You could have just agreed with me saying that there was a 10% chance that you will.
That's not the same thing.
I'm just saying, like, a random number compared to me just saying you had 10% chance that you would do it.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on there.
There we go. It's on record.
50 piece
it's
on
record. I need you to screenshot it.
I
need you to screenshot it and put it in the chat, man, so we can make it official.
I'm gonna make sure I bet on somebody else, like the Patriots.
Hey, I'll put a bet down. I'll put a bet down with you if you do it, bro. I'm not gonna do it with the Jags, but I'll do it with another team.
You should do with your with the Dolphins, bro. Nah, I wouldn't let you put your bet on Skins, bro.
Down with the Dolphins. The Dolphins said it's 7.
I know. I was looking at that. That's what they had. They had what 10
wins
last year? 10
I'll do it with the Skins, bro.
The Skins 7.5. You gonna bet the under?
Hell nah, boy. I'm betting the over.
I think they slighted the Skins. I think they got us finishing last in the division.
They got us finishing last, bro. Last in the division, and like if I'm not mistaken, probably like what is this? Like 13th or 12th in the NFC.
Hey,
but y'all know these numbers is just to get y'all to lose y'all bread though. So I wouldn't like take these numbers.
At the end of the day, these are made up numbers, bro. Don't nobody know what's gonna happen for real.
They're the most accurate based on what's happened. And these guys know their shit.
But at the end of the day, it's almost like listening to these analysts judging these football teams, telling us what their record gonna be. Like you get Bama's like what's the dude Evans?
Do what?
Heath Evans, bro, who gets everything.
Any record out there and just assume, that's what the record is gonna be. At the end of the day, man, they have nothing to do with what's going on in the locker room and on the field. So they just guessing. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. But
definitely. I feel like this is a topic, honestly, for our boy James, bruh. James Love, he's I want to say a pessimist. He's a pessimistic fan. If the over and under for the Redskins, he's a Skins fan. The over under set at 7-5. He'll take the under because he thinks we'll get 4 wins this year. So this is a perfect for him. He get all his grievances and stuff out. So. Brian, you're right. It's just something you got to think about, honestly. I'm not too hard, but it's definitely it gets your head around what people are really thinking about your team. And for the Titans at 8.5, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean 8.5, but I ain't looking at 8.5.
What you thinking? You thinking double digits, ain't you?
Over.
Yeah, 9.
Nah, not gonna get it. We had 9 last year. I ain't gonna get it.
What you say y'all got y'all going around 10-6?
That's what I said.
Why?
10's gonna win the division.
Hey, Nick, he said that's what he said, bro.
Hey, what's funny is I bet on the 10-6 for real. It depends on how
you talking about with Ryan? Like you gonna bet on 10-6, or you just gonna bet the over?
Yeah, with the Titans, I feel like after I seen he told me everything that they like did in the offseason, they all right on paper.
Also, he didn't swayed you.
Yeah, man. He told me, he let me know about some things. Some, you know what I'm saying? He talked to the GM.
Bishop Shanky. I remember he was trying to tell me on Bishop Shanky. Yeah.
Hey, Bishop had a rough little start.
Rams like that. Bishop Shanky, you baller, man.
Hey, that man got buried on the depth chart, bro. What was he like before he got cut? He was like 4th or 5th string.
Yeah, we came with a whole new coaching change too. So I mean, he got buried under the depth chart, but yeah, that's where he was for real. I mean, I think Bishop just I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. I don't have a good answer for you.
Hey, Montel, thank you for bringing back to life, man, with that Bishop thing. Now I know how Ryan really is for real.
Oh, say less.
He be gassing them boys up.
Bet the under.
I'm gonna just leave y'all alone, man. Nick.
Nick, you gotta pick one, B.
On
What you gonna do? The over or the under?
the Titans.
Yeah.
Take the over.
I probably still take
Okay.
the over. 9-7.
I say I'll take the over too.
They do for a
I ain't gonna lie
playoff.
to you.
They ain't been in the playoff how long? They do for one.
We're not gonna talk about that. That's not on today's topic, Thomas.
Hey, but he was giving you props, B.
No, he asked when the last time we made the playoffs, and I don't think the viewers need to find
That
out.
was rhetorical. You ain't had to
Oh, it was a rhetorical question. But if you do want to answer, let us know.
Nah, I'm good.
It had to be like 2010, right?
Nah,
It's been over a decade.
over a decade. No, relax, Maul. It has not been over a decade.
Stephen.
Hey, I'm just trying to get you to spit it out, bruh.
Oh,
2008.
So now we
2008.
didn't see.
Oh, wait.
I'm about to say we almost at a decade after this year if they don't make it.
We ain't gonna wish that on my boys' team, right?
Hell nah, man. We're gonna wish that on the Dallas Cowboys.
Well-
They don't make this shit, bruh.
Well, you
That's
gonna
good.
keep
I hope
wishing, cause
Nah, we really not, cause we about to get Sherman to Herm. I ain't even tell you about that, huh?
let's say that for
Hey, you
later,
know
man. Let's say that for later, bro.
Nah, hey, look, I told you I was gonna bring it up, and I stick to my word because I'm a man of my word, G. So for y'all that's listening, Richard Sherman had a conversation with my head coach. I said my head coach because I'm technically on the roster. I talk about the team 24/7. I write about them. So Richard Sherman had a conversation with my boy Jay Gruden, and I don't know the details about the conversation, but the question was raised after it happened that Richard Sherman would he be a good fit with the Skins? And bottom line, we keep it short because it really ain't. I'm just playing here. It ain't really nothing serious to talk about. But if we were to get Richard Sherman, I'll tell you right now, we're going 11-5, and I don't care who we playing. Tell you that right now, B. And we sweeping the Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll put bread on it.
I'm putting my best
You
receiver in
done,
the
Mom?
slot. I know that.
That's something that'd be disgusting.
Richard and Josh. First off, those are the two biggest trash talkers I done ever heard of, B. On the same roster in the same position.
Do you know how crazy that really be?
I feel bad for Breland.
I feel bad for anybody.
He gonna cut himself.
Like,
Like, you know what, man? I'm done here. My time's
I'm
up.
thinking I'm already cut out for this football team, man.
Gonna
Nah,
find
give
a
me my
locker full of
papers, man.
toast in his.
What'd you say, Thomas?
He gonna find a locker full of toast.
He just moved me, bro. Gonna find a locker full of toast. He just-
Hey,
Let it sink in.
I'm mad I asked what you said, bro. I was gonna let it go too.
See, you can't repeat jokes though.
Hey, but look, man, I wanted to get that. I just wanted to put that on the record, man. 11-5, we got Sherman. I highly doubt we get it. It was just something that was brought up over the weekend. Nick, I respect your restraint for not speaking on the subject.
No, I'm about to go ahead and let you know, man. I'm about to go ahead and talk about
Oh,
it.
go ahead, because I was gonna let it go.
So, sorry to burst your bubble. I was listening on a conversation, walking past the room. Only thing he wanted to know for real was how he felt about Josh Norman doing a little commentating during the season, because Sherman thought about he was going to do the same thing. So he just wanted to clear that up for real, because he feels okay with him. Pete said he gonna let him rock too. So that's all it was. It wasn't nothing major. He ain't coming to DC, bro.
Hey, I thought he was. I mean, technically, they can't really talk about trades, so I'm pretty sure he was just asking if Josh Norman ever got those tapes that Dez was gonna pull up on him. Where Dez said he was cooking Norman all game, bro, but wasn't the case. He never got the tapes, bro. Dez was gonna put him on Twitter, and he never got him.
Dez swept.
You wanna know why?
Put under the rug.
Because he
Good
got
job.
the seatbelts put on him, bro.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't.
I know, but I want to say this. The tapes is under the rug that we swept y'all under last season. So if you want to go back under there, it's under there.
Ooh.
You won, Nick. You won.
I know.
I can't say. All right. See, we're done now. We're done now. So, briefly, go ahead and get in this top 100, man. What, Nick? I said Nick. Ryan, are you watching it? Cause I know you know your boy is on the joint, man. A couple of your boys is on the joint. You still watching this year?
Yeah, I've been watching. So
You respect the spots, man.
End of the day, I respect the list only because the players themselves vote, meaning they're the ones out there competing against each other. So that's why I have somewhat respect for the list. But there's certain things I don't like about the list, as I'm sure most other people don't. I don't like how they put, players
AP.
who don't play at all or play
Like
barely.
Adrian Peterson.
That's what I mean. Like players like that get put on the list. I'm like, how? Like, Justin Houston got put on the list. I don't even think he played that many games. But I mean, I do respect the list. It does shed light on other players. Like, as of the year before, we went. I think we might have had one person on the list. It was like Jarrell Casey, but like I think so far, we have about 4 people on there already. Radko Taylor one, Jarrell Casey, and Delaney Walker.
Yeah.
And I think we got one. Marcus and DeMarco probably get on the list too. But I mean, I respect the list somewhat. I think it's cool.
All right. So yeah, I wanted to bring it up because first and foremost, I wanted to let it be known for the record that I told Ryan, I think it was last year. Then I said Jordan Reed was going to finish in the top 50, right, or top 40. Or
you
something
did.
Like that.
You did.
And he finished. I think he finished in the 70s or 60s, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
And this year he missed 5 games, I think, and he finished in the top 60. Was it top 60? Yeah, he finished in the top 70, I should say.
Yeah, they called his name already? Yeah, they did call him.
Yeah, he finished at like 64, 63. I just want you to know I was right. If he only played 16 games. If he only played 16 games, he was going to finish in the top 40, bruh, or top 50, because he was having a dog of a year, bruh. And it's one of these days he's going to get his full recognition. I don't understand how Travis Kelce, I respect Greg Olsen. I'm not going to complain about that. And I think he finished higher than Greg Olsen, honestly. But I don't know how Travis Kelce is going to finish higher than him. It better not be no damn Jimmy Graham up there, and it better not be no damn Tyler Alford. But
Did you see Travis Kelce's season last year?
Bro, I'm sorry, son. Like, you got to understand. Jordan Reed missed like five games last year. And you really going to sit here and say, even though he missed those 5 games, Travis Kelce going to be higher than Jordan Reed?
Travis Kelce numbers are never better than Jordan Reed. Like the previous 2 seasons. Kelce was not better than Jordan Reed. Maybe his numbers were last year, but that was due to Jordan Reed missing games. The year before, they snubbed Jordan Reed for the Pro Bowl for Travis Kelce.
Hold on, what you talking about? 2014?
2015.
Jordan Reed and Travis Kelce not in the same division.
Nah, they don't.
What? Yeah, I'm about to say the years before they was doing just the whole NFL.
They was doing NFL.
That's stupid.
That draft with Michael Irvin and whoever else it was. Bro.
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
It was. I'm not going to lie, but that's basically what I want to talk about. And Nick, where do you think? Because let me tell you something about RG3, bro. He finished top 20 as a rookie. So I don't know. I don't know if you watched.
He was about 17. I watched the list. I mean, he's about around 17.
Yeah. So Nick, where do you think? I don't know if you watch it, Nick, but where do you think your boys will finish if you do watch it?
So Dak probably be like top 30.
You're tripping.
That's fair. I think he's gonna finish top 30.
Nah, I'll give him. He'll finish top 40. I think he'll be on the list next week.
And Zeke will probably finish top 20.
He top 15, bro. But I mean, it's the same thing. We saying the same thing,
but you know what I'm saying. They want to snub my boy because he's a rookie. He was lighting the league up.
Hey Thomas, how you feel about your boy Brandon Graham, bro? He finished top 100. Between like 100 and 91.
Man, he finished 93. Man, I thought he should have been at least higher. I mean,
I thought he should have been in like 101. Not even on the. It's like, nah. Let me stop hating on you, man.
That's gotta be a blow. You 101.
Wasn't Malcolm?
Like an honorable mention.
I think 2015 Kirk finished at like 101 or some shit like that. Yeah, bro, that shit was.
Kirk finished like 70 last year.
Hey, shout out to my boy Sean Lee, man. Finally made the top 100. Played the whole 16. That boy ball. Congratulations. Go ahead.
You said he finished in the top 100?
Bro.
Oh yeah,
nobody care about Sean Lee. He ball.
He sucks.
Word. That's why Robert Kelly got 32 yards in 2 games. Because Sean Lee sucked.
First off, timeout. We're not gonna let that fly. We're not gonna let that fly. He didn't even play the first game.
What did he say?
He said Robert Kelly got 32 yards in 2 games, bro. Like he played the first game. That was Matt Jones. Matt Jones played the entire first.
Is
game.
that true?
That is true.
You watched the game, Nick.
I
Come
don't.
on, you're a Cowboys
I'm pretty
fan.
sure Robert Kelly got a couple
He could be
carries.
saying anything, bro. No, he didn't.
You really do.
No, he didn't. Rob Kelly didn't even hit the scene until like week 40 when we played like fucking Green Philly.
Hold on, time out. Did you
I
say
was
week
hyped
40?
because, but he came in very late in the season. We played Dallas week 2.
He just OD.
Yeah, he really did.
You know what blew me about Robert Kelly? You just know he was talking endless trash that week of the game.
When?
The week of the game.
Oh yeah, he was.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, he's about to light it up. And what he do?
Well, time out. Hold on, time out. I just remembered. All he did was call them the Cowgirls, bro, and he left it there. Like he said it so pleasantly. He said they're Cowgirls. We don't like
He
them.
did not say it professionally, bro. I don't know how you. Don't try to defend your boy. Like, y'all fought back. Hey, I ain't hear what you said. What you say, Montel?
Y'all wild, man. We ain't gonna repeat it.
What it start with?
What it start with?
It started with a J and ended with an A.
And rhyme with bigger.
Yeah, basically. Ryan here.
That's crazy, bro.
But yeah, man. Hey, look. I know we out here rapping, bro. I think we ain't got nothing left to talk about. But nah, Thomas had to dip. His internet cut his time short, so he had to dip early from us. But that's about it for us this week, man. Look, catch us. You know what? I ain't even gonna put it out there. Just know, my boys, we headed out to the DR for a weekend, man. Memorial Day weekend. It's finna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Penny White morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying? All day, it don't stop. Ryan, I'm pretty sure you got a escapade coming too. If I'm not mistaken, from what I remember you telling us, you supposed to be going out of town too, right?
Man, I'm going out to flying out to New Orleans and cruising.
Oh damn!
Cruising out to New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So stay in New Orleans for a couple of days and cruise out for 5 days. So you know. Supposed to be a good little event, family reunion.
Yeah. Okay, everybody make a move. See, and it's not even the move I was talking about, but you know, it is what it is, man.
Hey, Ryan, you're a big baller, bro. You should get the shoes.
Hey,
I call them big time in my phone for a reason, bro. Ride big time.
I don't got $500 for some tennis shoes, baby.
I'm gonna talk to Lavar. I'm gonna tell him to send you a little pair, man.
As a matter of fact, ask him to send me a care package, and I throw on some BBBs, bro.
Okay, we gonna take care of you. Yeah.
All right, say no more.
We need to get sponsored by a big baller, bro. We gotta talk to him, man. Set up.
Yeah. Reach out to him, man, so he can sponsor us, bro. We try and get places, man. Matter of fact, get him on the show next week. I mean, next show, not next week.
Show
stamp it, Nick, right now. Put it on record.
We live.
My people gonna reach out to his people. We're gonna see.
All right, man. Since you ain't trying to go all the way out there, I
just, you know what I'm saying, people be busy. He gotta come out to the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So my people gonna talk to his people. We're gonna do it. We're gonna see.
He don't even have to come out to the East Coast. We just get him on Skype for 10.
That's right, all you need. Quick 10. Right.
Be resourceful, Nick.
I got that, man.
I'm about to say, and let me go at him. You know what I'm saying? We'll have the ratings live.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, hey, Ryan, is big baller me big baller? That's what he's talking about.
Nah. He got more money than me.
All right. With that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Make sure you follow the Hog Style on Twitter at the Hog Style. You can follow me at _AYYMALL. Ryreed at Ryreed07. Or is it 007?
Nah, it's 07, baby.
Ryreed07. And then Nick at what is
El
your plug?
Pusey.
My Joe. My Joe is _ Booby Miles.
Little dog.
_ Booby Miles. BOOBIMILES, bro.
All right, then, Montel, where can we find you at?
Montel.
I think Montel got a long lost Facebook page. You can reach out to him on there, man. Share your comments, anything that that you disagree with, man. You want to air your grievances out here.
Jamual@yahoo.com, baby.
Oh yeah, shoot your emails to him. He ain't never gonna respond
He ain't
to you,
gonna
but,
check him.
you know,
No,
he got an email.
I'm talking. Look at it, delete
He got
it.
an email address.
He got hate mail in there.
Right. That ain't even gonna look at. But appreciate y'all for listening. We'll catch y'all in a couple weeks.
Hey,
Let
Mo,
y'all
you
know
not
how
been talking
this
about your
trip
new Twitter that you just got?
go. I ain't got no new Twitter. We gonna end it right here. Peace.